Welcome to Learn English 24/7. Are you ready to learn how to speak English fluently and with confidence? You've come to the right place. In today's video, we'll show you how graded readers can help you improve your English fluency and boost your speaking skills. This video is all about learning English fluently. We'll be discussing graded readers, a powerful tool for language learners, and how they can help you not only understand the language better but also speak more confidently. Fluency doesn't mean knowing every word or speaking without mistakes, but it's about being able to express yourself clearly and naturally. The more fluent you become, the more comfortable you'll feel in conversations, whether in work, school, or travel. In this video, you'll learn how to use graded readers to improve your fluency. We'll share practical tips to help you practice speaking faster and more naturally. Stick with us, and by the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to start speaking English more fluently. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to Learn English 24/7. We upload helpful language tips every week to help you on your English learning journey. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our new videos. Graded readers are fantastic for improving your English fluency. These books are written at different levels for learners, so you can start reading at your own pace. The key is to pick a book that fits your current level, not too difficult but also not too easy. This way, you can read comfortably and still challenge yourself. Gradually, as you move to higher levels, your vocabulary and understanding will improve, making it easier to express yourself more naturally in English. One of the biggest challenges learners face is moving from understanding written English to speaking it fluently. Graded readers bridge that gap by providing stories that are simple yet engaging, allowing you to learn new vocabulary and context. This makes it easier to remember and use words in your everyday conversations. By reading regularly, you'll also get a better feel for sentence structure and common expressions, helping you speak more naturally. To get the most out of graded readers, here's what you can do. As you read, try to read aloud. This will help you practice pronunciation and speaking fluency. Hearing yourself helps improve your confidence too. Write down any new words or phrases you come across. Later, review them and try to use them in your own conversations. Make reading a habit. Even reading a few pages a day can make a huge difference over time. Try to finish a book every couple of weeks or set a target of reading a chapter a day. Don't worry about understanding every word. The goal is to understand the main ideas and get a feel for the language. This approach will allow you to read faster and more comfortably, which is important for fluency. Remember, the key is consistency. The more you practice with graded readers, the more confident you'll become in speaking English. Let me share a quick story. A student of mine, Sarah, was struggling with speaking English fluently. She was constantly worried about making mistakes and didn't feel confident enough to speak in public. But after she started reading graded readers regularly, something changed. She began recognizing patterns in sentence structures, picking up new vocabulary, and, most importantly, she started reading aloud. Over time, her confidence grew, and she found herself speaking more naturally in conversations. Today, she's much more fluent and enjoys speaking English without the stress of perfection. Graded readers are a simple but powerful tool for improving your English fluency. With consistent practice, reading aloud, and focusing on understanding the main ideas, you'll start speaking more confidently and fluently in no time. By reading graded readers, you get exposure to new vocabulary and sentence structures. This helps you understand how the language works in real-life situations. Graded readers are designed to present language in context, making it easier for you to learn how words and phrases are used naturally. For example, when you read a story or conversation, you'll encounter everyday expressions, idioms, and common word combinations that you might not come across in traditional textbooks. The more you read, the better you'll get at recognizing words and phrases quickly, which leads to faster speaking. This is because your brain starts to automatically connect the written word with how it sounds and how it's used in conversation. As you become familiar with the structure of sentences, your brain will also start predicting what comes next in a conversation, making your speaking faster and more fluent. For instance, if you read a book that's about traveling, you'll learn the common vocabulary and phrases used when booking a hotel, ordering food, or asking for directions. When you encounter these phrases again in real conversations, they'll feel familiar, and you'll be able to use them naturally without thinking too hard about it. This type of repetition is key for fluency. It helps your brain absorb language in a way that's both practical and effective. Another way to use this to your advantage is by choosing graded readers based on topics that interest you. Whether it's cooking, technology, or travel, when you read about things that excite you, the learning process becomes more engaging, and you'll naturally remember vocabulary and expressions better. In short, reading graded readers builds your vocabulary, improves your understanding of sentence structures, and helps you speak more naturally and quickly, all of which are essential for achieving fluency in English. One of the best ways to use graded readers is by reading aloud. When you speak the sentences out loud, it helps improve your pronunciation and fluency. Not only does it help you practice the sounds of English, but it also allows you to get used to the rhythm and flow of the language. This is important because the more you practice speaking, the easier it becomes to speak faster and more naturally. When you read aloud, you're also helping your brain connect the written words to how they sound in real conversation, making it easier to remember and use them in your own speaking. Let's try it together. I'll say a sentence, and you can repeat after me. Here's the sentence: I have been working hard on my English. Great. Now repeat it a few more times until it feels natural to say. The goal is to make the sentence sound smooth and effortless, just like you would say it in a conversation. When you practice reading aloud regularly, you'll notice a big difference in how easily and confidently you can speak English. Plus, your pronunciation will improve, and you'll be able to speak more quickly without losing clarity. Remember, the more you practice reading aloud, the more your brain gets used to the sounds and patterns of English. So, take a few minutes each day to read a chapter or even just a few sentences out loud, and you'll see improvement in no time. Another great way to improve your fluency is by focusing on common phrases and expressions that native speakers use. These are the types of phrases that make your speech sound more natural and fluid, rather than sounding like you're just translating from your native language. For example, instead of saying, "I am going to the store now," you can say, "I'm heading to the store." This small change makes the sentence sound more like something a native speaker would say in everyday conversation. You'll hear these kinds of phrases often in graded readers, which is why they are such a great tool for fluency. The more you practice these types of phrases, the quicker you'll sound more natural in conversations. Think about expressions like, "What's up?" instead of, "How are you?" or, "I'll catch you later," instead of, "Goodbye." These are simple, everyday phrases that will help you communicate more comfortably and confidently. Let's practice a few together. Instead of saying, "I will go to the park tomorrow," you can say, "I'm going to the park tomorrow." Notice how much quicker and smoother it sounds. Or, instead of saying, "I don't know," try saying, "I'm not sure." By incorporating these expressions into your speech, you'll notice how much easier it becomes to sound like a native speaker. So, try to focus on picking up more of these everyday phrases as you read through graded readers, and soon you'll find yourself using them without even thinking. Keep a list of new phrases you come across while reading and make an effort to use them in your daily conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Listen and repeat. Listening is key to learning any language. You can use audio versions of your graded readers, or listen to podcasts and repeat what you hear. This is called shadowing. Shadowing helps you improve your accent, rhythm, and speaking speed. Let's try repeating a sentence together. She went to the park yesterday. Say it with me. She went to the park yesterday. Listening is key to learning any language. It helps you get a feel for how the language sounds and improves your overall understanding. One powerful technique is called shadowing. This involves listening to native speakers, whether through audio versions of your graded readers, podcasts, or other resources, and repeating what you hear immediately after. Shadowing helps you improve your accent, rhythm, and speaking speed because you're mimicking the way native speakers talk. For example, let's try shadowing a simple sentence together. Here's the sentence: she went to the park yesterday. Now, say it with me. She went to the park yesterday. Great. Keep repeating it until it feels more natural. The idea is to match the speaker's pace and tone. The more you practice this, the more you'll sound like a native speaker and improve your fluency. As you listen and repeat, try to focus on how they pronounce certain words, the intonation of the sentence, and the natural pauses they take. The key to effective shadowing is consistency. So, try to listen to a sentence or short passage and repeat it several times each day. It might feel a bit challenging at first, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at speaking smoothly and with the right rhythm. Don't just stop at one sentence, try shadowing a whole conversation. It's a great way to boost your speaking skills, improve your listening comprehension, and sound more fluent in real-life situations. When practicing, make sure to speak in full sentences. Instead of just saying, yes or no, try to expand your answers. This not only helps you practice forming sentences but also makes you think more quickly in English, which is essential for fluency. For example, instead of just answering, yes when someone asks if you like a book, try saying something like, yes, I really enjoy reading books like that because they're interesting and full of exciting details. This approach helps you practice both your vocabulary and sentence structure. It's important to get into the habit of speaking in full sentences because it's how real conversations flow. Native speakers rarely answer with just one word, they add details too. Their responses to make them sound more natural and engaging. Let's practice together. If someone asks you, do you like movies? Instead of just saying, yes, you could say, yes, I love watching movies, especially action films with exciting plots. By doing this, you'll not only improve your speaking skills but also build your confidence to express yourself more naturally and clearly in English. Whenever you have a conversation in English, challenge yourself to add more details to your answers. The more you practice speaking in full sentences, the easier it will be to respond quickly and naturally in real-life situations. One of the most effective ways to improve your fluency is by speaking with others. The more you speak, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. Find a language partner or join an online conversation group where you can practice English in a real-world setting. Whether it's through video calls, chat groups, or even face-to-face meetups, engaging with other learners or native speakers is a great way to build your fluency. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process, and they help you improve. When you speak with others, you get immediate feedback, which allows you to correct yourself and learn new ways to express your thoughts. The key is to keep speaking and practicing, even if you feel unsure at first. The more you practice, the more fluent you will become. Let's say you don't have anyone to practice with at the moment, no worries. You can use language exchange apps, online communities, or even speak to yourself in English to get started. The most important thing is to stay consistent and keep speaking. Find opportunities to speak every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you practice with others, the quicker you'll see improvements in your fluency. Let's take a moment to review some important words from the story we just read. For example, the word, fluently, means speaking clearly and without hesitation. Repeat after me, I want to speak English fluently. Another word is, confidently, which means speaking with self-assurance. Try saying, I speak confidently in English. These words are key to becoming more fluent in your speaking. Here's another useful tip. Practice English by writing short stories or keeping a journal. Writing helps reinforce the new words and phrases you've learned. The more you use the language, the faster you will speak it. Let's write a quick sentence together. I enjoy speaking English with my friends. Practice writing and speaking this sentence to improve both your vocabulary and fluency. You've learned some great tips today on how to speak English fluently with graded readers. Remember, fluency doesn't come overnight. It's all about consistent practice. The more you read, speak, and listen, the faster you'll improve. Keep practicing, and soon you'll find yourself speaking English with ease. Thank you for watching this video on 24/7 English. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Leave us a comment below about your own experience learning English. We'd love to hear from you. Keep practicing and remember, fluency is just a matter of time and effort.